Welcome to HJU Live, your portal to the Henshin dimension. Welcome to another edition of Build Up with your host, Cosmic Kaiser 6. We're continuing our build of the figurized standard Kamen Rider Geiz plastic model kit. Before we get into it, of course, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Don't forget to click the bell so that you know when we go live and you can continue to follow the exploits of myself, Nathan, and everybody else here at Team HJU. Just don't forget to do all the above. We'll continue to do what we do best. Now then, it's good to see everybody here in the chat so far. Speaking of Nate, see Nathan TZ up in here. How's it going, brother? And hello, Natasha. Welcome. While we are graced with the dulcet tones of Master Boot Record, shoutouts to that fantastic musical group. Don't forget, of course, to join our Discord as well. Our community is ever growing as of late. I want to thank everybody that's joined the Discord recently. We do very much thank you and appreciate you joining us and helping the community grow little by little. The Doom tracks are dope. Absolutely, man. Like, heck, that entire library that they put out that was a bunch of like music covers, it's really cool. I think I might use that next time, or at least some of the tracks on there. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into the build of this guy right here. Last time we continued with this, we got up to the upper body torso here. No arms, of course. And of course the legs. Actually, I just forgot one little thing. Give me 1 second. Yes, Natasha. Yes, I have been having a pretty okay weekend so far. Largely lazy Saturday as it's been, though I managed to get some groceries in, paid off a few things, bought a few smaller things that I needed. It should be coming in by delivery in the next few days, so it's always good. Oh, and before I forget about the one more thingy thing. The darkness returns to grace you all on this wonderful build that we have here today. With glasses on. Okay, this, let me see, the camera's all, exposure's getting a little weirdly adjusted. Maybe need to turn something down. Why, yes, that mask is quite delectable, my friend. Shoo. But now, get started on this here boy. Need to get our tools of the trade. Now, I'm kind of unhappy with the condition of some of my tools. And there are things that obviously I need to work on. especially keeping them clean of rust. Let me just look at this one. It might not be as obvious to everybody watching, or at least what the camera I'm using shows, but there's some notable rust on this, especially here on the base of the nipper here. But the God Hand in particular is especially doity. I haven't really given it the love that it needs as much as it's helped me out so far, so I made sure to buy some white vinegar a little earlier today so that I can dip these some bitches into the vinegar and clean them. But I need a metal brush to clean off the rust, and I don't have that, so I ordered one off Amazon. And that should be coming in by Monday, if I recall correctly. So hopefully these things do not break on me as we continue our journey in putting this the rider who had to save the king together. And by king, it's the king that I do not recognize. I tend to lose nippers, that's why I avoided the God Hand. Lose them? Wait, do you have them like stored in hard to find places or something? Before all that, if you're also a fellow Plamo builder, then hey, props to you, Nate. Something that I now know about you that is cool, that I like. Aside from the fact that you're also a fantastic artist. Also, if you guys haven't already seen it, if any of you viewers out there haven't seen, check out Nathan's recent stream when you can. All of his art streams really. He's last time he did do a very nice sketch of the recent incarnation of Kamen Rider from the latest Shin Kamen Rider movie that came out in Japan, I believe yesterday/today, somewhere around that, because Japan time frames. So yeah, he redrew Hongo Takeshi, aka Kamen Rider #1, in the stylings of the new movie, directed by Hideki Anno. That and also his Chojin Sentai Jetman gameplay stream. Check that out if you haven't already, too. Looking forward to that movie, as am I. Like, because I haven't really been, the only time I got to see any of the Anno Shin stuff was admittedly the Shin Ultraman movie that had a little short stateside run. And that was interesting. There was a lot going on. I'll admit it was a bit hard to follow, but it was an absolute experience. Like, it was unlike any like movie that I'd seen in a very long time. Like the nods to the old shows. I mean, I'm not wholly familiar with the earlier genealogy of Ultraman, but it's there are definitely aspects about it that I dug, and I kind of went into it expecting, well, not even expecting, not so much expectation, but just like from what I remember hearing about how people responded to Shin Godzilla and the, I guess, whatever message that movie had pertaining to sort of the commentary about the Japanese government and their sort of delayed response to emergencies and sort of big situations, like something to that extent. And I was kind of trying to find that in the movie. While it was there, but it was told differently, or at least, presented in a different way. So it wasn't as, it didn't feel as, I guess, like as obvious, if I'm making any sense of that. It was a fun watch, regardless. I enjoyed it. And I get that these movies are definitely meant to be, you know, fairly experimental presentations on Anno's part. I just want to get the Blu-rays whenever I can. I'm still mad I missed out on the Evangelion Rebuild movies. Like, I know they're on Amazon Prime now, and I did manage to watch the first 2 Rebuild movies. I still need to watch the 3rd and 4th to get all that sort of situated, I guess, and have that experience under my belt. But Shin Godzilla and the Evangelion Rebuild, both having Funimation and Kamen as the distributors for the West, really messes me up because those movies came out years ago and they're now fairly hard to find. At least, you know, in marketplaces that don't exorbitantly raise the prices in crazy ass ways. Exorbitantly. I have not kept up with Evangelion since seeing the old DVD set back in like 2004. Ah, okay. I did actually buy the Blu-ray re-release that came out. I say re-release, but I know that version apparently has like the new voice cast that is used in the Netflix showing of the classic Evangelion, which I don't personally mind. It's not that big a deal. So obviously, I watch this stuff on Japanese anyways. It's by no means is English an option for me with that. But yeah, I remember here. I can already kind of tell with what was done with Evangelion movies that they definitely tried to kind of make stuff make a bit more sense and not be as, I guess, hampered by its layering and by, I guess, the issues that Anno was having that he was kind of projecting into the work itself. That made it a bit more hard to follow, I guess. Well, it's a matter of perspective, I guess. But so far, I'm hearing good things about Shin Kamen Rider, and definitely look forward to the day that we get some stateside talk about it, if ever. I mean, if the other Shin movies got releases here, I don't see why Shin Kamen Rider won't get some representation here. I mean, hoping Shout Factory or, you know, an adjacent party to them gets their hands on it and continues their nice run of keeping the Rider series and, like, well, not really movies, but the series, the TV series, being brought over on Blu-ray and DVD and all that. Even though Mill Creek kind of has them beat with the Ultraman releases, and my God, Mill Creek have been killing it with the Ultraman releases. I'm so happy with what they've been doing up until as of late. Like a matter of fact, I've got Ultra 7X coming in the mail as well with the metal brush that I ordered on Amazon. I definitely want to check that out. I still gotta get the rest. They have quite the head start with the Years of Ultraman releases recently. Oh yeah. Pretty cool to see. Like, honestly, if not for noticing, if not for finding out about them releasing Ultramans in the States, I'm not sure where I would be in terms of my opinion of Ultraman as a product, as a franchise. But I'm glad they made it available. It'd be cool if they kept them without English dubs, honestly. Because while I'm grateful to have seen that one double feature many, many years ago that that they had at crap, what was the name of that movie chain? Something Steakhouse. Crap. More in my old age, I'm already starting to forget important vital details. Yeah, there was like some double feature done at this one movie chain where they showed the Ultraman X movie, as well as the Ultraman Ginga S movie that showed off both Victory and Ginga fusing, I believe, for the first time. So that was pretty fun. Only thing that ruined it was more of the extremely stunted English dub presentation, which I guess is more due to direction. And is the Ginga S movie the one where they train with Zero? You know what? I don't. Or was that in the series? Hard to. I don't remember, if I'm honest. It's. You know, I got around to watching Ginga and Ginga S maybe like a year or so ago. And I honestly don't remember the Ginga S portion as well as I remember the Ginga portion. I guess maybe just because of the setting and the sort of different stories that were being told with that one. Because Ginga S is more of your standard fare Ultraman situation. You know, you got your EDF fighting off aliens, and the one member of it, or someone with a link to an Ultraman becoming it, and kind of hiding that from the rest of the crew. Ginga was a different tone, so it stands out. Yes, exactly. It was 100% a very different tone, and it's for some reason it does make it a little bit more memorable. Though Ginga S's theme song absolutely kicks ass. Very, very heroic. Really pumps you up. Very exciting. But I honestly don't recall Zero doing any training with Hikaru and Victory. But again, my memory's kind of shaky on that one, so I'll have to get back on that one. Or you can I guess look it up or something. I don't know. All right, let me actually get my gears back onto this here. So we have the upper body, the legs. We need to build the I guess the waist slash. You need to get the waist, the arms, and the head, and that'll pretty much take care of it. Can we get all that done today? I don't know. We'll see. It depends. Doing a lot of talking, not enough building, so. Let's see. But yeah, how's everybody else doing? Oh, and if you've noticed, Nightbot has been kind enough to add some of the link trees that myself and Bueno have. So if you haven't checked those out, feel free to check those and see the stuff that we're promoting on our own ends, if you're inclined. I mean, from there you can find my Twitch channel, which if you wink wink nudge nudge, feel free to follow or subscribe if you want. Yeah. But more importantly, sub here. Sub here, follow here. Follow us, do the awesome stuff there. Dun 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 dun. It's strange how the manual doesn't really mention putting the waist together, or the area where you connect the legs and arms. That's right, hit that bell! Ding, 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 ding! You do that, candies pop out and you join the community. It's all great things. You have cookies! Big fat Rider 1 and, you know, first Ultraman and Aka Ranger style sugar cookies. I don't know. No drugs involved, I promise.
Hey, Sonny, you wanna join our community? We got cookies. Oh, those sprinkles? Yes. Don't worry about what's in it.
I think I might be showing parts of my insanity now with that. Oh, so this is where they show the dang waist thing. Okay. Yeah, I should have just gone to the color page, which, by the way, looks like this. Yes, we got treats and plamo. By the way, once I'm done with this, I'm only probably going to have 2 or 3 more rider kits. Actually, no, wait. 2 rider kits on the backlog and 1 ultra kit. So I have 3 other kits. Okay. Wait, hang on a second. This thing exposure thing's a little bit wonky on the... Dim this a little bit. There we go. All right, doesn't look as insanely bad. There we go. Ugh, the old green screen in the back here, don't agree with that. So let's just bring it up a little bit. All right. Sorry. I'm absolutely getting distracted with all the talking. But it's important to communicate. Get the little exchange of ideas. Being personable. I ain't no a-hole. And there are no a-holes here in Henshin Justice. Just intelligent people. I don't recall cutting the parts over here. Maybe they just kind of ended up getting all blech. All loose and stuff. Now, if you have any suggestions for any other tokusatsu adjacent plamo that you'd like to see me build on here, please feel free to let me know here in the comments on the YouTube or on the Facebook chat if for anybody that's watching via Facebook. Feel free to let me know. I'll do my best to get it. Though I can't really make any guarantees because money is definitely not the easiest thing to come by most times. These things do not grow on trees. In fact, they're built in a factory. They're produced in a factory. Lots of living souls being dumped into mold. See all the plastic here is all the souls crying. Put us together, mad scientist! If you're starting to get worried, probably should be. Okay, here we are. So it's E1, 30 and 29, so it's just these two. Okay. Do you have a wish list set up on Amazon? People can buy models and tools. You know what? I probably because you know what I do, and I do have it set up for a few things. It's reformatted Dino Goo. Actually, I like that wording, Nate. I think I'm gonna probably go with that going forward. And yeah, man, go get on that link tree whenever you can, man. You don't have it's free right off right out the gate, so you're not obligated to pay for like the premium like customized versions of those pages. Simple is best. Such a good saying. Simple is best. No harm in trying. You know what? You're right, Natasha. Funny enough, I had mentioned that I had like a wish list or whatever on Amazon, and somebody I know said something along the lines of, that's kind of girly or something. I guess because most online personalities or individuals that you find online making content or whatever that have wish lists and stuff tend to be I guess women or women adjacent. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily true or if that's really is the case or anything, but I just know there's stuff I want. And stuff that I unfortunately can't get anytime soon because I'm broke! Yes, I'm broke! I never really anticipate anybody to buy any of this stuff. It's more so for personal reminder to eventually get said things whenever the chance presents itself. But honestly, for making stuff for this, I probably feel like I should make something specifically for this. So, you know what? I'll update my link tree and like make an HJU specific like list of things, I guess. Thank you for the recommendation. You use it for mainly that reason? Yeah, me too. More so for a reminder of like, I gotta get this somewhere down the line. I can't forget to get X, Y, and Z and stuff, because of course I'm not just building Rider Plamo, I'm also, building Gunpla on my own stuff, which anybody following me on Twitter can see some progress on a build that I've already kind of started working on. If any fans of Gundam 00, I did start building the Master Grade GNX, or the Jinx if you prefer to call it that. It's the grunt suit that comes up, I believe, halfway into the first season of 00. It's a pretty cool design for sort of a suit for a general sort of, suit for the military party in question. I remember story-wise, that's at the point where the various governments of the world unite against the terrorist organization that uses the titular Gundams in that series, against Celestial Being. And they come across this, I guess, bunker where there's like a whole bunch of pseudo GN drives, or the solar reactors specific to the 00 series that power the Gundam technology, or at least the technology that powers the Gundam, so to speak. So in a sense, at least within the definition of what 00 displayed, the Jinx, you could consider a Gundam of sorts. That's more a case of, I guess, convenient writing or marketing, I guess, just to, make more models. Now, I do also have my sanding sponges out. But to save time, I'm not really going to use them here. As much as a gym is a Gundam, I guess. I mean, Double O being one of the non-Universal Century stories in the franchise, they're gonna, subvert the meaning of what a Gundam tends to be. So, I guess you kind of have to expect the slight reinterpretation of what that means. But I mean, hey, the gyms are just as iconic as the RX-782 is, so for all intents and purposes, the gym may as well be just a Gundam Light. I gotta clean up over here. Let me see if we can get this mic over here. Any stuff or any parts of the surface that need buffing or fixing, I'll probably do on my own time. I know the legs on the on Gates over here are still a bit off from all the splitting apart I did before with the parts separator. I gotta be a bit more careful now. And let's see here. So now I put these together. These are gonna be the hip joints. Hopefully the lighting is fine, by the way. Let me know if anything's hard to see. If the music's too loud, or if the mic's too loud, or whatever else might need quick changes. Don't hesitate to let me know. Looking good. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Natasha. Right, we put this together like... Oh, wait. Okay, no, that's fine. Put that. You're good lighting and focus-wise. Awesome. Dang it, exposure! Cut the shit! My hand is not transparent! Okay, maybe I need to bring the lighting up on here. Okay, yeah. Chroma key still being wonky. Yeah. It's like trying to kind of match with the lighting of my backlight over here. Just to kind of peel the curtain back a little bit, I used my cell phone as a camera for this. I used this program called IV Cam through Wi-Fi to show off what I've got going on over here. I'd probably be better off using, say, some other, I guess, webcam set up on my computer, but I don't have enough USB ports, not enough free ones to use. So this kind of works better in the long run. And of course, I can, with the lighting from the backlight I have over here, it does kind of help with lighting up the general surface I'm working on. But as a result, old chroma key filter makes the green over here get a little crazy. Sometimes that ruins the fun. Alright, so next I can add the belt. The Henshin belt. And again, I must stress, not putting any stickers on this yet. because if the opportunity presents itself where I can get supplies to paint this sucker, I'd like to do that in the future. Unless I change my mind. But I really do want to paint. I do really want to try to get some painting in for these things. You see here, this little parts here is undergated. So it makes it a little easier to cut the little pieces of the gate there. I know if I want to paint this, I might have to do like some paint stripping for these for this belt here, because it's got already like a sort of metallic coating on it. But from all the cutting I'm doing, the surface is probably already going to be somewhat compromised, and I can only get undergates are nice and easy clean jobs. Absolutely, absolutely. You know what? It's because of that I'm kind of, I really enjoyed, I'm not sure if you've built this yourself, Nathan. I mean, not this. And I hope you have this, but just to kind of move away from, back to Gunpla just a slight bit. I did build the real grade Crossbone Gundam. At least a year and a half ago. And I remember enjoying that one a lot because of a lot of the undergating. I've not built anything in a while. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, if I could recommend something in the event that you ever do get back into it, or have the inclination, the real grade Crossbone Gundam X1 would be really a nice experience to go through. Though, I'd say, I think the Bandai 89 Batmobile about a year ago. Ooh, nice. Yeah, yeah, that is a model, isn't it? I'm sitting on a Mandalorian kit too. Sweet. Another friend of mine, or one of the previous viewers here, Super Freak 187, is also a fellow builder and another friend of mine. We both kind of got into taking Gunpla bit on more seriously, so to speak. And he did build one of the Batmobile models that came out. I forget which one it was that he built. It wasn't the Keaton Batmobile. I think it might have been the Batmobile from The Batman, from the one that came up with Robert Pattinson as the lead. And that one looked pretty good. If my memory serves me well. Now this goes this way because it's coming up onto the waist above, right? And the back of the belt, the rear strap. Speaking of backlogs, brother, whoo-hoo, you do not want to see my Gunpla wall. It is huge and worth more money than I probably needed to drop on. Have you built any other Figure Eye standard kits before this one? I have, actually. I have two other kits that I did fully build, though that was when I was like first kind of getting into plastic model building again. Because, true story. About 3 years ago, like roughly around the beginning of the pandemic, or so, I think, like somewhere around that time, like actually like during it, matter of fact. A friend of mine had pointed out that there was some kind of sale or something happening with like New York Comic Con or the Anime Festival, whichever one that was happening that year. And he pointed out that there were some Kamen Rider model kits. Now, I lost my shit, for lack of a better term, because it was the first. Because you know, getting figures of any Rider figures on their own is already pretty expensive. But the model kits, you can build those yourself, and they're roughly, in a sense, cheaper than buying premium figures like your SH Figure Arts and stuff. It was I kind of really needed it, so I had to find out what was already being released. And the moment I heard that there was a Kamen Rider Kabuto kit, I knew I had to get into the hobby. So I did. I got Kabuto, and I got ZO, as a matter of fact. While we're on the subject of Geiz and ZO and all that, ZO and Kabuto were the first Rider kits that I bought. And mind you, I was nowhere near as knowledgeable about building kits as I am now at the time. So there are definitely some noticeable parts on the ZO kit that I know I did wrong, which I feel like I probably should go back to fix. But I have a bad habit of kind of like, if I mess something up, I need to like start from scratch again. So I feel like I feel like I would need to buy a new kit of ZO to try again and kind of get do it with a better knowledge base. The Kabuto kit, I feel like I did a little better with, but because of all the work that goes into switching between the masked form and Rider form, I feel like I definitely need to get a second one so that I can display the masked and Rider form separately on their own merits. And I know that there are other, of course, there are other Rider kits. Duh. And I have Kuga and Decade on the backlog right now as the only other Rider Figurize kits left. Bandai was banking on that, I bet. Damn straight. They knew what they were doing when, releasing these individual riders that have multi-forms. The collectability possibilities are already like right there. So good on them, and damn them. Because that's something that I cannot pass up. I just hope that I can pay off my a few things that I need to pay off so that I can have a clean slate again for kit buying, and then, buy the Rider kits that I want to get. Because I want to get Ryuki, for one thing. I really like Ryuki. I really love Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, by the way. That and the Guyver movies have so far been the best adaptations of tokusatsu in English, for English market, from a purely artistic sense. I still feel like those are top. The only reason Dragon Knight failed is because it was being marketed to the wrong audience, and yet the right audience at the same time. It didn't know who it wanted to market to, and that kind of hindered it. But they tried. They damn well tried, and I'm still very, very happy with where things went with Dragon Knight. Even if there might have been a thing or two that I feel they could have done different, I still go back to it every now and then. Yeah, shout outs to the Dragon Knight crew for being awesome peeps. But yes, I would like to get a Ryuki kit. Dragon Knight didn't have much reach being on a Saturday morning cartoon block in that concept's twilight years. Absolutely. Like, Dragon Knight had a story to tell. And unfortunately, it was in the wrong network. And it kept flipping networks it kept flipping time frames fairly often. I still remember the one time it was on at like, you know, like, what is it? Not really primetime TV hours, but like late afternoon one time on a weekday. I think it was a Friday. It was the one episode, I think it was the episode where Strike, Axe, and Thrust. Was it? No, Axe, Spear, and Axe, Spear, and Strike had kidnapped Dragon Knight's pops, and they fought in that one abandoned sort of warehouse factory place. And they used some really nice. There was some really nice camera work and cinematography for the fight that they used there, and plus it was like one of the episodes that used the most original footage that didn't rely on the Ryuki footage that they could just as well have, leaned back on. But yeah, that aired at a time, at an odd time for what it was, and and following that, I think they definitely just. They, being the network, kind of just like did whatever with it, just didn't really seem to care. Which sucks. And I still want to get the DVDs that released in Japan, but they're fucking expensive. They're at least $200 on Amazon. Agreed. That was absolutely telling of how much the network gave a crap about Dragon Knight by then. Because they just let that shit fester on their website and barely marketed it at all. Damn shame. I mean, like at one point I wanted to get as many of the Figmas that released for Dragon Knight, because that whole line was the entire lineup of writers, all 13. Unfortunately, I was only able to get Dragon Knight itself. Those Figmas were freaking expensive. In fact, I'm pretty sure they still are, and much harder to find now than they were at least, 7, 8 years ago. That's the one to get. Yeah, the Figma, yeah. Those figures themselves are pretty solid, and they come with, nice little loadout of accessories. And if you want to get like all 13 riders with good posability and nice design overall as figures, and the Figmas were the way to go. Problem is, they just were very expensive. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Nate, but right now there's only the Ryuki figurized kit, right? Aren't there any other Ryuki related kits out there? I think it's just Ryuki, right? There's not one for Knight. All right, so let's at least put the lower body together here. All right, so here we have a majority of the lower body set up. See that there. The belt's not entirely there. The little belt-ish. The mechanism, if there is, I'd guess Knight, but I don't think that one is one they've released. Yeah. Probably not. My point being that, or Olja's absolutely a popular one. So there's no reason that they don't release more figure arts kits of the Ryuki ones. And like even like now with, I think this year was the anniversary for Ryuki's original broadcast, or at least earlier. Early this year was they hit the anniversary of the original Ryuki broadcast. They would have, if they could, or if Bandai could push. I don't know who would be in charge of that, but I mean, yeah, Bandai obviously, but somebody in Bandai ought to push for having more of the Ryuki kits, be made in celebration of it. I think there's a missed opportunity there. Because damn it, I would love to have like a big old display of all 13 riders with their full loadouts, and I mean everything. Like have Odin like floating in the air with Gold Phoenix like either attached to his back or with some kind of like, I guess, stand or something to hold both of them up. Arms spread out while all the other riders are kind of like fighting amongst themselves. Maybe Ryuga somewhere close by, lurking in the shadows, a drag blacker. God, so many possibilities! Not enough kits. I'm sorry, I'm getting really passionate about this. I just want to get more kits, but I just don't have the money to get them. And it hurts. It hurts on the inside so much. Now, while we're on the subject of Dragon Knight, did you, Nate, or anybody else in the chat ever buy the respective video games that came out? It's fine. I feel you on those issues. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that you see where I'm coming from with this, man. This seems like a waste to not be able to not celebrate that and have more of that available for people for people, because I rented Dragon Knight on the Wii about a decade ago. Ah, rented. That's different. I still have my copy of Dragon Knight on the Wii. What I don't have is my copy of Dragon Knight for the DS. I'm still mad that I sold it. I still can't live with myself knowing that I got rid of my copy of that game. Even if that game is very much a basic bitch ass action game. It was a lot of fun. It was still fun. Okay. I think. Let me see. Where did I cut this from again? Was it from? It might have been from this way. Okay, no, it was this way. So yeah, I already cut off the gates there. I had Climax Heroes O's and Super Climax Heroes on PSP. I still have my copy of Super Climax Heroes on PSP, matter of fact. I'm the kind that prefers to keep their physical media, especially if it's, particularly meaningful. I didn't know what I had when I didn't realize how wonderful Dragon Knight was when I sold my DS copy, and I'm still mad about that. So, apologies if I get a bit too emotional about it. Kills me on the inside. But there we go. So yeah, there's the lower body with the rider belt attached. You can see it's a little surface here is a little scratched up. It's a little hard to see from all the light, I know, but this needs to be buffed a little bit. So far, it's looking pretty good. Matter of fact, let me turn off the lighting on the camera. Does it look any better? Ugh, God, it's looking a little muddy. Lower half looking good. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. Even with some of the slight imperfections that are showing, but that's, of course, stuff that I can fix in post, which I will do. Now, next, there are the arms, the head, and the weapons, and the stand. We're not going to feature building the stand on this. No point. Save that for, like, pictures or something. Let me see. Okay, so right arm, left arm. Oh, geez. Damn, that's... Gotta do something about this, We can always hide the crimes later. I like the way you think, buddy. I like the way you think. Yeah, right. Starting with the right. As you know, the left. Let's see. E2 and E1. E2 Brute. Good. Okay, 6 and 74. So, yeah, I'm pretty much done with E2 once I get these off. Snippy, snippy. Snipperino. Ba-bam. Tip. Tip. Bang! I guess while we're on the subject of kits and rider, or matter of fact, any tokusatsu in general, what tokusatsu property would you like to see as a kit, or be released in kit format, other than what's probably already out there? Ultraman's already seeing plenty of representation right now, especially with the figurized standard kits that are being released. Representing the Netflix / manga aesthetic that it's got going on. Rider, of course, has its own stuff. It's doing fairly well. I don't believe there's much Super Sentai representation in that department. I guess it'd be a bit more obvious that that's more of a cash grab because of just how many Sentai members that there are for that. But when has something like that stopped Bandai before? You know what would be, now that I think about it, a franchise that I think probably deserves plastic model representation? Metal Heroes. I mean, we're at a point with plastic models with a lot of injection plastic can sort of recreate shiny surfaces, or even plastics that can be just molded and have the surfaces painted after. I mean, they might come at a bit of a premium. Like, absolutely. That's the first thing that came to mind. Gavan, the space sheriffs, would absolutely be good candidates for, if not Figure-Rise, or maybe Figure-Rise would probably be a good line to put them in. So if you look at some of the, like if you look at some of the surface detail on Geiz here, this injection plastic has it, at least like the parts here from like the knees up, has some fairly shiny reflective qualities to it. You could use that to recreate the shiny exterior of the suits for the space sheriffs. It might come off a little dull maybe, but that doesn't stop pro modelers from stripping paint and repainting them entirely to make more realistic looks. They already started Ultraman manga Figure-Rise standard kits that are basically the same concept, right? Yeah. That's actually very true. Like the action suits, like I think they've released I know they have a action suit of Tiga, and of course the ones that are featured in the manga / Netflix show and all that, of, you know, Ultraman Ace, 7, OG Ultraman, and all of them. Right now we're up to, you want the Tiga and Zero ones? Yeah, the Zero one, matter of fact, I think that one looks really nice, and I think that one probably represents the point I'm trying to make. Like a lot of the armor parts, you can absolutely use injection plastic of a certain, you know, color grade or color choice to reflect those exosuits used by the space sheriffs, and at least out the box, get a nice look to them. Now, if you want to customize them yourself, or, you know, redo the paint job on your own, then, you know, obviously you can do that. There's already, like, you know, plastic Gunpla that have titanium finish variants, which look fairly shiny. There's the kits that have translucent parts. Like, I'm sure you've seen several kits that have like translucent pieces on top of inner frame or whatnot. Now, you can't really do that. They have a silverish plastic already used in Gunpla and candy toy kits that's perfect for Gavan. Exactly. So, like, yeah, we're at a point with the plastic model material creation where you can kind of get that look to them, which shouldn't be too expensive to make. I mean, worst case scenario, they release them in a very limited capacity and pump the price up. And given how Metal Heroes has been kind of treated as of late, I'd anticipate something like that to be put on like P Bandai or something. So I wouldn't see those as general release anytime soon. That would be nice. Be very nice. Let's see. All right, this I believe is the this is the hinge for the arm right there by the shoulder. E1, and that's pieces 10 and 13. Would be nice, but I see what you predict happening more. Oh, the P Bandai, yeah. And it's such a shame too, because they had the right. I feel like they had the perfect opportunity to capitalize on the resurrection of the Metal Heroes back when they were still kind of pushing the new generation line of movies, which, by the way, great movies. Maybe not the Gavan one, that one's fine, but Shadivan and Shider, those two in particular, really fun to watch. My personal favorite being the next gen Shadivan. I especially love the final fight against that golden space sheriff, the one that betrayed the Force. Mostly just because all the, the somewhat unnecessary blood spatter. Shider movies were okay. Yeah, they're better. They represent their stuff much better than the Gavan one represents Gavan. Like, I guess you could kind of equate, well, fairly obvious, but the whatchamacallit, you know how Kamen Rider the first and the next kind of had their subplots that kind of took away from what they're based on? They kind of distracted from what the movies probably should have been. Gavan kind of suffers from that, where it's not enough about being a space sheriff or, being that next generation hero, but kind of just making another sort of, semi-flaccid love story. I'm sure they might already have builds, but I used to love the Magic Knight Ray Earth. Right, I believe there are, Ray Earth, they're definitely Ray Earth, merchandise. There's no reason, there's no way there isn't. I know Ray Earth is a fairly popular IP as well. Whether they have any, like, model kits or something, I don't know. But I would think that that's one that also probably needs that kind of representation if it isn't already. Like, I'm sure there's statues or figures of the girls who pilot those robots. The mecha, yeah, that's what she meant. I know Natasha's not too familiar with Gundams and, like, giant robot stuff, right? You're more or less in the right area, but the term Gundam is specifically used within the context of the franchise itself. You're probably thinking mecha. Mecha generally is the term to use when it comes to, like, giant robot media that comes from Japan. Though the America fan base tends to kind of use mecha in general anyway when it comes to giant robot anything, which is also kind of acceptable, I guess. I don't know. Personally, I prefer to kind of keep it to, whatever products or content that comes from Japan, specifically call that mecha because they call it mechas, therefore, that's their thing. But yeah, Ray Earth, I don't see why they wouldn't have any, figures or stuff of their mechs or their robot suits and stuff. I do know that there was in the video game Super Robot Wars 30. I'm pretty sure in previous entries too, that Magical Knight Ray Earth has appeared in those games, or at least in the Super Robot Wars 30. They definitely had units you can play as in that game, from the Ray Earth universe. And if that's not an indication of its popularity, I don't know what is. right here. Okay. Now, in the Gundam universe, I'll tell you now, Natasha, the term Gundam is also fairly specific. So, in the Gundam universe, the general term to use for a lot of the giant robotic, the giant pilot, the giant robotic suits are typically called mobile suits. And that again is also strictly, you know, vocabulary for within that universe. However, look at it this way. All Gundams are mobile suits, but not all mobile suits are Gundams. Meaning that the Gundams themselves have unique qualities that make them different to the mobile suits of whatever given show that they're in. Teach me in your ways, master. I will try my best. So there are kits by Good Smile. Okay. The old the Nendroid folk. Jeez, that reminds me. Good Smile have whatchamacallit. They have a model kit based off of this one mech from this series of RPGs from the Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel subseries. For Valimar the Ashen Knight. I want to get that. I think I missed out on my window of opportunity to buy it. Guess I'll put it on the wish list. I don't know. I just remembered I want to get that. Yes, Nathan's abridged explanation is pretty correct. They're special types of mobile suits that are typically prototypes of fringe tech. So they're basically sort of the latest in the cutting edge technology that's not being used by whatever military force that normally has, you know, mobile suits in their employ, you know? Okay, so now I can start working on that shoulder. You're getting it. Awesome. Well, hello, Newfie20. What's up? Welcome. As you can see, we're still working on Kamen Rider Gates. Progress check. Lower body's done. Well, lower body without the custom additions to it, like stickers or whatever. But otherwise, the build of it is pretty much set. Got the upper torso, no arms or head yet. And right now I'm working on the left arm. Left arm, yes, left. But remove the shoulder covers over here. Here. This plastic's a bit of the more solid stuff. It's not as soft looking as the stuff on the upper thigh, so I need to be very careful with cutting this out, otherwise I'd risk damaging it. Okay, looking good so far. Let me see if I can get into the little crevice there so I can get... There we go! Yes! Gotta smooth that out. Very nice. This definitely needs smoothing here, just like that. Gonna need some buffing this one. But that's fine, again, in post. How you doing, Nuffy? How's your day going so far? Now to add these little bits to the shoulder armor. Snippety snap snap snippet. I don't advise headbanging while making these cuts. I just can't help myself.
Don't mind me. Just being silly.
While I do like some of the tech in suits, I do like more of the magical or alien suits. Ah, okay. So, what other examples? Wait, what? Oh, was there more to your message there, Natasha? For example, Geiner. Do you mean Guyver? Is in Guyver? Yeah, Guyver, the bio-boosted armor, definitely is a popular choice for a lot of us old heads. Though I personally feel like I need to revisit Guyver, just to kind of get reacquainted with it again, because I mostly remember watching the Guyver 2 Dark Hero as a youngin', so my memory of it is a little hazy. Yep, see, even Nathan likes it. But yeah, that's definitely a good example. Guyver's a fantastic visual experience, if anything, like especially with the transformation stuff. First memory as a kid was watching the movie on Cinemax. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Oh man, I remember seeing like the transformation sequence for the live action Guyver movie and just being like really just like freaked out, like, oh my god, what's with all the veins? What's with all the meat coming out this dude's body? What is this? It's crazy. Yeah, it was pretty flippin' cool. So much beaded veins. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm missing the lower arms. This part over here. So when I played it recently, I was like, why did I forget about that Mark Hamill transformation sequence? The film was like, you were traumatized and your brain protected you. That's a fair assessment to make. Sometimes when you're met with fairly scary situations, mind can't help but block stuff out. 14 and 17. Yup, 14 and 17. That is correct. Now, Guyver absolutely has his fair share of figures and stuff, so I'm not even going to touch that subject. Whether it has any model kits, I don't know, but there ought to be, if there aren't already. Guyver's been around for a long time. I see no reason why it wouldn't have a kit mod, a line of kits or something, or at least something to that effect. Cut a bit too much into this one, it's gonna look uneven. I need to buff it a bit. Yeah, a little bit. Expensive figures and statues. Yep, I definitely recall seeing some statues online on Google searches. Nate, are you familiar with Xenogears by any chance? Or Xenogears, however you want to fucking pronounce it, I guess. And if so, have you played it? Do you like the game and I guess the series that spawned from it later? I played it briefly at a friend's house over 20 years ago. Oh, wow. That's very unfortunate. I'm only speaking personally. What I remember was cool. Okay, good. Yes, you're absolutely correct. It's a damn cool game, and it needs to be played the whole way through. Admittedly, there are some issues with it. Especially with the fact that the second disc of it does remove a lot of the exploring and combat and general stuff that you can do yourself in the first disc. But that was due to being forced to meet a deadline, I believe at the time is the story on it. But it doesn't make it any less of a good game. So please, never got around to picking up yourself. If you have a PS3 at all, or you find it in other ways, I highly recommend that you get around to it whenever you can. In fact, I had been doing a playthrough of Xenogears on my own stream elsewhere, and adding some voiceover to some to pretty much almost all the dialogue that comes up. Personally, it's a very special game for me. It's one of the games that shaped how I view RPG stories, and especially those that involve mechs. You know, before that, or at least in some capacity, up until then, I was kind of just looking at anything mech related and just kind of appreciating mechs at their surface value, which you can't help. Obviously, most mech stuff tends to be built for marketing purposes, to push figures or toys or whatever the hell it may be. But Xenogears was different. It had a fairly deep and interesting story that, you know, completely blew my mind as a young go boyo, and it still sticks with me to this day. Now, reason I bring it up is because those pinheads at Square Enix released through their proprietary store model kits of some of the mechs from Xenogears, of some of the gears as they are called within the universe. They released the set of model kits based on a few of the gears, and there's gonna be another set that they're gonna be releasing, I think, sometime this year. I'm telling you, they're holding Xenogears hostage. And all I want is a damn remake of the game. It's funny you mentioned Front Mission. They have they released Front Mission kits as well at one point. They had their own line. They had a line called, they being Square Enix, they had a line called Structure Arts that they released for the that's the name of the line I think they used for both the Xenogears releases and Front Mission ones. But yeah, they have kits, the Xenogears mechs, and I want them, and they're super limited. eBay is so mean and has them at prices that, you know, I mean, they're not like, you know, rent payment prices necessarily, though anything that ends up as rent payment prices really isn't worth it. But damn it, they're out there, and I wants them. I wants them so bad. Oh wait, yeah, wrong side, no! Come on, there we go, okay. This is meant to go this way because it's the left arm. Snap! There we go. I'm off, a little bit off screen there, wasn't I? Sorry. My ramblings are gonna be... let's see. Okay, so... I guess at the same time I could start clipping out stuff for the, right arm, since it's largely the same build sequence, but in reverse. Just gotta put them to the side is all. I'm almost done with this runner, too. Oh, I can't forget about this here. The joint that connects into the shoulder. Ba-bam. That aside, start snipping the gatey gates. I just want to take this moment real quick to thank everybody that's here. Again, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button, like the video. Please feel free. Share this video with everybody that you know that would also be hopefully into this as well. All we want to do here at Henshin Justice Unlimited is spread the love of tokusatsu in as many of its forms as it exists. Which, of course, is primarily live action, but ultimately, want everybody to feel what we feel when we see Kamen Rider, when we see Ultraman, when we see Super Sentai, when we see Godzilla, when we see kaiju films, Pacific Rim, and so many great special effects movies. That's what that's about. The feeling that those products, that those bits of content give us, and what they mean on a wider scale. So yeah, if you haven't already, join us on the journey. Join us. Sorry, I had to do the Dark Order bit again. Just I love this mask. You know, someday I'd like to get a mask that is more in line with my personal branding. So that way I'm not just, you know, using this mask for whatever. I feel like going forward when I'm doing anything for like my HJU stuff, it would have to be in these lucha masks. Is how I'm feeling about it, but I don't know. We'll see. Always got to do double or triple checks with these things. Some of these parts will almost always have some slight bit left over to... Oop. Well, that was embarrassing there. Not sure if that picked up on the mic. I had an alarm go off on my phone. For my regular blood pressure checks. My blood pressure, blood sugar. I'll check that later after stream. Okay, so we're about 2 hours in. Roughly. It admittedly took a bit to get started, and, you know, I do apologize for that. Let's see. Right, because this is this way. So this will have to go this way. With the right arm. Wait. Did it wrong. I'm rushing. Oh boy. I was afraid that I'd end up in that position instead of position again. Quality work takes quality time. You're not wrong, sir. You're not wrong, sir. Sometimes forget that myself. What's up, Shinjay? How's it going, hermano? Appreciate you stopping on by. Hope you're having a good day, brother. I certainly am. It's always a good time when everybody's here. Commiserating. Engaging. Just being great brothers and sisters. I think that's gonna look a lot better there. Yeah, la 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 la. Yep. Better situation. Good, 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 and good. Chilling, man. Killing dinosaurs. Let me guess. Exoprimal? I'm hearing some good things about Exoprimal. There's like, what, like a closed beta going for it right now? Waiting for Zoo Ranger to attack me. Cute. Pretty sure those ancient warriors are still asleep. Even though they did come back that one time to help out the Kyoryugers. Exoprimal's fun. That's good to hear. I had my doubts. Is anybody else considering getting it? Imagine if they do a collab. That'd be interesting. Nice little Bandai or Toei collab or some Super Sentai crossover into that. That'd be interesting. Though that definitely would be pretty expensive for Capcom, and they can be penny pinchers when it comes to collabing on some things. We need a Sentai fighting game like the Rider ones. That wouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Now, if Sentai were being marketed to another audience that isn't like fairly young toddlers, I can see how that would work. Meanwhile, Rider is absolutely more in the realm for, you know, still young kids, but, you know, entering like their early teens type stuff. Well, similar to Battle for the Grid. You know what? Yeah, Battle for the Grid is probably the closest thing we're gonna get for a Sentai fighting game. And for what it is, it's pretty good. If not for the fact that their voice, well, obviously, you know, it's all English, so you kind of have to hold that L there. But on top of that, they're like English, the voice track stuff. They didn't fix a few things with the English, with English. Never mind, 'cause they have no other language out there. What am I talking about? They didn't fix a few things that they have with their voice mixing. Like, even if you turn off the voice volume or turn it down when playing, there's a few characters where you still hear like voice cues or voice stuff play anyway. One example for anybody that's that plays it and knows what I'm hopefully talking about. The Shadow Ranger, whatchamacallit, what's his face? Doggy Kruger. When he does a little Shadow Saber super, even if you turn the voice volume down, he still does a little Shadow Saber. Justice is served. That still says that shit. Meanwhile, you use Time Fire, Quantum Ranger, and with the voice turned off, you don't get him. You don't hear him say his little "I need more quantum power" line or whatever else, whatever other voice lines he probably would have if the setting were turned on. So there's some inconsistency there that they never addressed, and it's a bit of a shame. Because I'd still play the game, if not for my inability to enjoy it without the bad English voiceovers being added. Got the // for Icinia / for God. Like, it's clearly trying to be like it's clearly got its roots and presentation like in the like anime fighters, but it's not good. It's not cool. Granted, they had, you know, they had some a decent team of developers involved, all, you know, pro players and stuff. But I don't know if they were good programmers. For one thing, they never they didn't introduce anything to help with like defensive maneuvers to keep those infinites from continuing. I don't know how, if anybody here, you know, plays fighting games regularly or cares about this stuff, but that's definitely a problem. It can be a problem for those that just want to enjoy the game, a fighting game as it is. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. No, I had this right. Something about the way the arm looked seemed a bit off, and I thought I'd like put some parts together incorrectly, but turns out it's fine. All right, shoulder armor next. Like, I mean, Battle for the Grid had some pretty good representation in some respects. It missed a few things, I think. I mean, it had fucking Leo's equivalent from Jungle Fury. Obviously, the Quantum Ranger is a good choice. And a few others, and unfortunately don't come to mind immediately. I play Udana, Jen, and Trini. I always had Goldar, but alternate. RJ, RJ was in it. Time Pink, yeah. See, good on you guys for bringing some of those up. Like, yeah, RJ seemed like a pretty strong character from the last time I played it. Like, also, I would play. I haven't played it in a while. Probably not coming back to it anytime soon. But the team I was rocking for a bit had Shadow Ranger, Lord Draken, and actually, no, wait. I know I had 3 preset teams. One of them had, I think, the Quantum Ranger, Dragon Armor Trini, and a Shadow Ranger. I believe so. Yeah, me too, Nate. The Marvel Magic series style well, I don't mind the Magic Series stuff because, you know, it's easy to, you know, get combos in with that kind of stuff. It's more so like a lot of the crazy sort of air combo infinite style of fighters that I'm not really the biggest fan of, if only because it tends to be kind of difficult to get your way out of it. Because the sort of natural push and pull in, you know, momentum between both fighters is easily lost immediately. It can be lost immediately if you're not paying attention. As soon as you're hit, bam, you're stuck in an endless combo that you can't get out of. Which I can't imagine is something that most people enjoy. But I know there's an audience for it, so I can't bag on it too much. I mostly bought the game anyway to you know, obviously support the idea of a Rangers fighting game. And look, and it turned out decently. Keyword decently, not great, but decently. Got better over time, but still just decent. I hear N-Wave got into NFTs. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Yep. I do remember hearing about that, and I know a lot of people were not happy about that. If that's the road that they wanted to go in, then serves them right. Nothing good comes from NFTs. Play Phantom Breaker Omnia. It's a better game. I've kind of had my eye on it. At least just to kind of try it out. Like, I'll buy most fighting games. Keyword most. And I've had my eye on Phantom Breaker, and I think I've wanted to buy the latest version of Koihime Enbu. I have a PS5, as a matter of fact. But yeah, I had a PS4. I have a PS5, but ever since I got into PC gaming in the last 2-3 years, I don't really see the point of playing fighting games on console anymore. Or at least, you know, if I'm trying to play with friends, you know? Code. Oh, well, I mean, I'm not gonna say no, but sure. Only thing is, you know, we may not be able to play online though because I don't have PS Plus. Alright, next is this shoulder armor portion. Slap that on here. Wait, I think, there we go. See, I knew there was something wrong with the... They hook you up a lot. Oh, the devs? Nice. I think I remember coming across, I think I'd seen a few of your Twitter posts mentioning your partnership with them. And, yeah. That's good to hear, man. It's always good to have a support base. Group of people that help you out wherever possible. It's never bad. Let me see. I'm still missing the elbow pods, the watch pieces for the gauntlets, and the hands. Plural. D3. Okay, so 25 is the same for both sides. Okay, cool. Wait, nipper! Where's my nipper? Nip it! Snip it! Oh no. Be careful with this here. The angle's a bit off. Okay, good. There's that. These will be the elbow attachments. Pretty sure Phantom Breaker's one-on-one, and I think it has assists. Correct. Feel free to correct me, Shinji. I'm by no means knowledgeable on Phantom Breaker other than the side-scroller action game that Nate brought up. This black plastic, so it's definitely marked up. Be careful. Maybe instead of using this, I should probably use the to sign. Or should I use anything? Actually, this might be fine. Ooh. A little iffy there, but yeah, this is actually looking good. Okay, let's add that here. There's the elbow. Let me actually add the arm for now. I should take both of these off now. That way we can have them ready for when completing the rest of the arms. Yeah, the rust on this is definitely starting to kind of affect the quality of the cuts here. Definitely need to start dousing these in vinegar soon. It's just taking off the rust is the problem. I still don't, because I need that brush. Gotta wait till Monday for that.
I don't want to have to wait. But I have to. Even though waiting is no fun
for most people. Okay, this is looking okay. Gotta be careful though, because this is the injection plastic that gets all ugly if you put too much force in. I feel like it's starting to look right there. Jeez. Gotta be careful. Why am I blowing on this? I got this mask in the way. Bleh. Okay, I think this one is for this. For the I picked out the right one for the right arm. That's all right. And I made it say right choice. Let's see. And now I just need to worry about hands. We'll just get the right. We'll put the fists on them right now. It's looking good. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I've got a good feeling about this one. I think we can tough it out until getting to the head. If y'all want to see me put the weapons together, or the weapon together, because he just has that one axe slash. Wait, hang on. Okay, so it's the sides. Slight grazing there. Hell yes, you want to see it. You want to see it. That's great. I do appreciate it. I'm glad you do. I mean, yeah, I want to see it too. I just want to make sure you do too. I should probably have a brush to get these plastic flaking out instead of just haphazardly blowing onto this. This just gets the excess flakes everywhere, I think. Ah, dang. Bad angle. Be careful there. Oh wait, the fist came out? Heyo! Oh, I never attached it. I lost my brain. D3, 6. This will be the little hand guard, I guess is the proper term for it. I don't know. The little part that goes onto the back of the arm, like right up here. Ah. Gotta be careful there. Ah. Excuse me. This we stuff into the opening for the hand. Wait a minute. It's not going. Ah, of course it's not going in because it's. Wait. No. Oh! I was looking at the thing for the right arm. I meant the left. Okay, so I gotta take out number 7. I mean, number 8. Numbers! Okay, I think this might be the correct one in this case. This is for the right side. Do the holes align? It looks like they do. If we just throw that in the hole there with the proper alignment, it should all get in there. It's not getting in there. Dan Green would be so mad at me. It's gotta get in there! I know, Dan Green, please, I'm trying. You gotta get in there! Let me get in there, then! Because this was sticking out a bit. So come on. Okay, well, the holes should be aligning with this, but for some reason it's just not going in. Oh, God, be careful. Okay, gotta keep it together. This is where the battle gets serious. Yeah, something about this not adding up. Well, screw me running. I was using the wrong parts. That wasn't 6. It was 9. Ah, now I have spare parts for hands that I'm not even going to attach to this yet. Building models can be such a pain sometimes. perfectly snapped together. Had the wrong hand guard part cut out.
That's why it didn't break. There we go.
Look at that. Oof. Yep, that light's got to stay on. It's getting a bit too dark. A bit. Now this is gonna be for the left. Alright, so there's that, this. Oh, those extra parts, why? Why did I not? That's what I get for not reading the thing correctly. Okay, this goes onto this hand here, which I will now cut out in just a few moments. Right, this is you, right? This is you, this is you! Get in there! Don't be afraid, you gotta get in there! Now he's in there! These are for these open hands, the bigger hand guard things that I cut out. There's more space there, go figure. All right. We're approaching the finish line with him. There's Gates' upper body, arms and all. Smack him onto the legs and boom. All right. Look at him. Looking so majestic. Oh, you'll forgive the pun. You'll love it. All right, and with that, we'll continue on to the head. But first, I need to move these runners that are no longer in use so I can throw them out. All right, this still has some two pieces that I need, so I'm gonna keep that close by. This. Dead. No more. Put those in the box. And here is the translucent visor portion. You can kind of see where the molding kind of tries to have the Laida hiragana added to it. It's kind of one of the motifs that I kind of enjoyed for the visual designs for both Gates and Zio. This part, yeah, it's nice. Like, it might be a bit too bright on this, but let me just like bring it down a bit. Pretty nice, huh? Now, I might actually put the black sticker onto the part of the face underneath where this is supposed to go, just so that that way it can have a bit more presence when the head is put together. I mean, we'll see. Just move this a bit to the side here. Glasses are... And let's see where the head explanation is. Let's put this in verse for the moment. This right here will be the explanation for the head. Keep that close by there. Immediately we'll go with the A4 part 22. It's A4, but yet parts 21 and 22. It's the only runner here, and it's already jumped to 21 and 22. What's up with that? Where are the rest of the parts, huh? Where are they? Where are they, Sonny? You got them hiding in your sleeve somewhere? Also, if you guys have any suggestions or recommendations for cameras to use for capturing the work I'm doing here on the Gunpla, because I'm noticing that like the image is pretty fuzzy. But then again, it's because I have everything like zoomed in for the camera on this. But with the light added to it, it does make it a bit hard to see, and I kind of want to make sure that things are being relayed clearly for everybody that's watching this. I hope this is coming through clearly for you, everybody. If not, let me know, and please provide any suggestions if you know of any good cameras that might need to be gotten for the purpose of this plamo creation that we've got going on here. Okay, this might need just the knife. If I use the tool here, it might just be a bit too much. I like the feeling of these parts here. Oh, there's a matte. It's all like a flat matte finish on these, so it's not very shiny, but something about the texture feels good. It's not super smooth. It's kind of hard to describe. I don't know. I don't think I have the right word for it, but wouldn't call it leathery either. But it's different. Kind of like it for some reason. But I do need to be careful when treating these parts here. Actually, yeah, definitely gotta be really careful here because the sanding tool might be a bit too strong, so I might need to just like little by little kind of just pick at this here, kind of even it out a bit. No, I think I've got... Oh, yeah. Okay, that's the preparation for that. It's cool. Parts cleaned up a bit. I mean, actually, just leave the blade out. Should be careful though. I'm gonna cut this out too, just to get rid of the runner. Just have this in the wings. Future use. Ah, it feels good. It's weird. It's odd for me to say that, but yeah. Something about the texture that feels really nice. This is definitely gonna need some close attention too. So the surfaces are a bit the surface is a bit uneven because it's on this little ridge here, this edge. So it's yeah, that seems fine. Let's try this side. Bring that down a little bit more to even it out. Actually, yeah, that's fine. This here. Definitely some going that up here. Alright. Now I put this in here. Push it in place. Part of the face takes form. Still fairly simple setup there. D3 run out. D3, I believe, was up here. Yeah. Ah, no! Oof. Damn it. Might need to get a new, might need to get a new, phone cover, because this thing's, camera cover just doesn't stay where it's supposed to. Yep, buffing needed there. You know what? No, I can't leave this one alone. For some reason, it just bothers me just that if I leave it as is. Gonna need to use some of my sanding sponges here. Basically just spongy sandpaper. Since it's the head, I feel like it requires a bit more attention. So I definitely gotta clean it up in some capacity. And of course the grit. I have grit up to like 10,000. The fact that these have so many iterations is pretty interesting. Alright, nothing too thick here. Let me try for the thinner ones. 1,000. 600. Alright. 8,000. 6,000, 2,000. It is a little thicker. $800. Okay. Let me kind of, just to be safe, start with 600. Kind of just start like. Kind of even that space out with the buffing. $800. $1,000, so we move up in increments to even out the surface detail, or just the surface quality. Hopefully with this I can kind of restore the look of this to what it was supposed to be before those extra scratches came in. Might not be exactly the same. I might need to kind of like run over more, give it a few more passes. Thumb's starting to cramp up a little bit. Wait, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a 4K grid, 4,000. Where is it? Is this it? No, that's 600. Ah, here's the 10,000 grid, so I can like shine it up. I'm missing 4K. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a 4K in here, isn't there? There's a whole bunch in here that I'm kind of losing track of it. Here's a 4K one, but it's a bit thicker. All right, what color is the text on there? Purple. If I find the thin one with purple text, I'll know that's 4,000 grit. I can use that. Ah! Atta! Found it! There we go. Alright, let me just actually, like, instead of just flicking to the side, let me just go ahead and just give it a nice little wiggle to get to the evening of that. And I guess I could just do the flick motion anyway, just to kind of get accesses in a certain direction. That might be a bit more effective. Alright, that's 4K, 6K! For more evening of the surface, it's starting to come together, actually. truly happy about this. Alright, that's 6,000, 8,000. Right in there to really kind of just make that a bit more even. And finally the 10K to buff that bitch up. Woo! I think we did it. We saved it. It's yep, looking a little better. Now we can add it to here. And let me see. This is meant to go this way, sideways, not upright. So look at that. From the side there, we'll insert that here. Alright, let me move these sponges out the way. Just put them in order. Put this one away too, but this is fairly a little thicker than some of the other thinner sanding papers. There's a thin 600, and I think this is the one. Yeah, I should have been using this one actually. Yep, there it is. Should get the rest out and just organize them that way. That's in there, this is in there. Continuing with the instructions. E135. No, this is D3. E1 is a red, the one red part. Right. This right here. Yeah, this is going to require a good bit of attention too. Just to be a little more careful here. Again, I'm just moving up in increments for the sanding so that the space gets evened out along the way. Requires a lot of concentration. Well, yeah, I guess you could say you could lose requires quite a bit of concentration, so you make sure you're not removing too much and not letting the sanding efforts spill onto other parts of what you're sanding that don't necessarily require it. So you want to try to have everything be as uniform as possible to get the best possible look out of the part in question. $2,000. 4K. $4K. $6K. Starting to sound nice and squeaky. So that means its surface is getting pretty clean. Now we're essentially just buffing part or the area out, get that shine back. Which I think is looking pretty good. Lastly, 10K grit. Should really give it the finish it needs. And yep, it's looking pretty good there. Nice and shiny. Now we can attach the part with little issue. Actually, I forgot to clean this part up here. Yeah, this is fine. I won't need to worry about that part up there too much. Okay, so we'll put this here. Yeah, this is fine because it's gonna get covered up by this. Oh, I kind of have to put the black stickers on there anyway. It's these ones. Oh, they're shiny. Look at these. Super shiny. Yeah, let me use the tweezers. Oh, I gotta be really careful here. Heck, what's this material? Oh, okay, this is, oh. Oh, I have to put them inside the clear parts. Okay, oh, I gotta be really careful here. shiny, yes. Welcome to hard mode. Ow! What was this? Oh, okay. Design knife. Probably fix that up a tinge. Wait, so am I supposed to put it behind, right? Apply them inside, they'll brighten the colors of the clear parts. Okay, so when you say put them inside. Okay, I see. Because the other side has, okay, because look. It's double, well, it's not double-sided. The one side is full on, like, silvery. Okay, so that makes that's gonna make applying this a bit more of a headache, if I'm being honest. But what's model building if there aren't a few times that require you to think outside the box? Ugh, like right here. Damn it. Something about this doesn't feel right. And we'll try now the other side. And we gotta be really careful. Hey, it's the Fox of Immortality, who happens to also be red. What is up, Fox? How's it going? And no, there's no Plamo code, Bueno. We talked about this. We should probably add one there. In fact, one of our viewers was kind enough to suggest that maybe that I set up maybe no, there's no Fox link either. That might need to be added too. But yes, one of our wonderful viewers probably made the nice suggestion that I should probably make like an Amazon wish list to have it so that, you know, people that want to, I guess, recommend or donate kits to the effort for the content creation that we're making for Plamo. I don't know. Sounds like something that I probably would like to have done. We'll see. Wish list. Dang it, boss. No. You got the links all wrong. Because there are no links for those. Wait. Scheisse. Dang it. All this applying and reapplying and removal is getting to be a real... Hey, this is just Jesus. You know, these are all great ideas, boss. Now we just need to implement them. Okay, now... wait, so sticking... That makes... Dang it, that's still uneven. to push this in a bit more. Heyo. Why, yes, I'm doing the plan. How's it going, Fox? Hopefully you're having a good weekend there. And wishing the same for you as well, boss. How was actually no. I know what question I'm about to ask, but we're saving that for later. Okay, I think we have the right idea here. All right, Gates' face. Yeah, progress check. Body. Almost got this done. Now, shiny, shiny face. Let's put onto the matte finish face. Kinda, sorta. At least it's wait. Oh, I get off there. Wait a minute. Did I? Oh God, I didn't clean this part. What am I? What's wrong with me? Shaw. We'll do my stream after you. Okay, yeah. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to, if you stick around. I'm not sure. Are you gonna do it on the HJU channel or on your channel? What we're gonna be talking about? HJU. Okay, cool. So yes, everybody, if you're that's watching, again, thank you for sticking with me. If you were so kind as to continue to stick around after we're done with this, I will be here on the channel still with Bueno, and we will be discussing, or I guess I'll be asking for Bueno's thoughts on the recently released Shin Kamen Rider. So, if you guys are interested in hearing Bueno's thoughts first from his first-hand experience watching the movie earlier, then don't stray too far, because that'll be happening after we're done with my portion of the stream here. You're gonna take a 30-minute break after Cosmic Stream. Okay, that sounds good. Let me see. I might need to kind of buff this a slight bit here. Just to clean it up a little bit. And I hope everybody's having a good time tonight, enjoying themselves. Give yourselves a nice old drink and some food. Watched it in 4DX too. It was fun. Oh wow, nice. I'm not familiar with that visual format, but we'll go into it, I guess, when we have our chat. Wait, where's the 2000? Ah, right here. Alright, 4K. Uh, 6K. $8K. And now 10K for that extra shine 'em up effect. Okay, and that says it for that. So let's reattach and make sure that it's actually attached fully. Okay. That takes care of that. Now we'll insert the face plate. Should be able to insert without a problem here, but why is it not attaching? Oh! Okay, there we go. All attached. And then this right here to fill out the head design for the watch strap effect. Oh! And there is Geiz's head. Largely unpainted. I'm glad I caught that this was meant to be added to the back of the clear parts. Really adds that extra shine to the compound eyes effect. I mean, even if the ZO writers don't really have bug characteristics anymore, but yeah, no, this is looking good. I believe if I were to add. Okay, so there's a few more. So the stickers are over here. These stickers over here I can add on top so that we get the full hiragana reading of the word writer on that faceplate. And it's probably best that I do that because I don't know if I could really afford to paint this. Seems like it'd be a bit more work than I want, at least for the clear parts. I don't know. So, for now, we're gonna leave that alone. I'll figure that out later. But here is Geiz in all his unpainted basic glory. And wow, that's now that it's complete, I'm actually fairly impressed with it. Hang on, we need to sing his belt chime. I forgot the belt chime, actually. I only remember the one from ZO's. Rider time! Kamen Rider! Oh! I forgot the Gates one. I have to look it up. Oh! Though I do kind of remember the Gates Majestic song, because it's just listing the secondary writers from whatchamacallit, from Kuga up until Gates, if I recall correctly. That's too much work. But nah, I mean, look at this guy. He's looking pretty good. It feels great to put together. Feels pretty good to pose right now. Like the build on him is looking pretty feeling pretty sturdy, actually. I think it can stand on itself right here, yeah. Yeah, it stands decently on itself, or by itself. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I like it. I'm sure with the stickers, if I were to add them, or I guess maybe just a few, it would definitely add a bit more to the unique definitions of its design. But there's still a few things I need to clean up. The shin over here is still a little bit busted. Well, just like, it's got more scratch surfaces than I'd like, so I gotta buff that in a bit, but I'll save that for my own time. One more thing before we end stream. Just to make a few more things. We got to make these weapons. This shouldn't take too long. The extra hands and stuff I'll also take care of on my own. I just want to get these out the way so that we can say that we have indeed finished the important overall mission of what we set out to do here with the set of streams. Ah! Dang. Thankfully, the weapons portions are small in count, parts-wise, but they're definitely not lacking in detail. I mean, if you look at, like, the molds on these is, really nice to see. Like, if you just, like, really look at it. Like, look at this thing. Like, I'm not sure, might be a bit hard to see from here, but there's fairly nice mold, stuff. Oh, no! You, me! Yes! Yeah! The stupid fucking... Oh, the weapon call. Oh, no! You, me! This is so stupid. Damn it! Thank you for reminding me. That was definitely one of the silliest weapon calls for rider weapons that I've heard. Oh god. Can you? Oh no. Well, yes, the words that the weapon says do sound fairly similar to the ones that you just described, boss. Same pronunciation and everything. Let's clean this part here. And I think this is meant to attach here. Actually, let me just clean up some of this bits here. Oh no! You! Ah! It's so dumb! It's so funny! Oh, you really can't have children's tokusatsu not be silly. Really can't. Wait, I think this is uneven part. Yeah, this is. Alright, let me just Look, why are you using the fake command? It doesn't exist. You look at your watch! Adam Sandler can wait! Did I clean this? Yeah, I think I actually did this one. Okay, so... this would be the... You me! That's great. Wait, no. Oh, here's the... Oh, this would be the other side, right? This would be the oh no mode. Oh no! Oh no! Yumi! Seriously, there needs to be some kind of superhero weapon in the tokusatsu that uses where they hire an Austrian voice actor to throw in to make all the weapon calls be when the heavy-handed Austrian German accent, just cause it'd be great. I'm not sure it would be popular for Japan, but I'm sure it'd make strides elsewhere. Daijo, breathe! A little bit extra here. This up here might need a bit of some. Okay, and I think the oh no can be spoken for once we slap it together. Like a wait, yeah, okay, cool, yeah, okay, this is just because the two parts are get kind of confused there. See, look, it's kind of like an axe, an ono. Oh no! Fuck! It's too funny. If there's anything entertaining about ZO, it's absolutely that. And this will finish the remainder. Here is the Yumi! I'm pretty sure if Daijo Bui is acceptable, then Japan's door is open. No, you're right. I defer to you on your. I defer to your expertise on what the locals like. After all, you know, being a resident and all that. Only makes sense. Well, that will about do it for the build of Kamen Rider Geiz. Look at him. Look at his. Oh no! It can become a Yumi, and it's great. Check this bad boy out. So good. So nice and nice. I'll probably get some photos. I'll see if I can dust off the ZO kit I have lying around somewhere. And I'll get some pictures of both of them, either standing together or fighting each other. I don't know. Might not look as good because I don't have the. Oh, yikes! Wait. Because I don't have the stickers on for Gates, while ZO's model does. But I'm just trying to get some stuff out there so that people know what we're about, or what this is going to be about. This is looking a little uneven here. I'm not sure if I like that. Wait. Okay. Yeah. If I keep fiddling around with it, I might end up breaking something, so I'm just gonna set this aside, put this down, and set the dead runners off to the side and throw them when I'm done. But for now, yeah, that'll be it for me. And thank you to every single one of you that has stuck by with me since we started about 3 hours ago. A little over 3 hours ago. Nathan, Shinjay, Red Fox, Natasha, Bueno, and everybody that came by fairly recently as well. Thank you so much for seeing this through with me, and I hope you like what we put together here, and I will try to have another kit built or try to set up another kit fairly soon. Again, actually, I'll leave it up to a vote. I'm gonna do something on Twitter. I'll set up a poll, and y'all let me know which ones you want to see. I can put together either the Ultraman kit that I have lying around, Ultra 7, or Kuga. But for now, we'll have an hour break, as boss suggested, to set up for the next stream, which will be starring Bueno, and the topic of Shin Kamen Rider and Bueno's thoughts on it. So yes, once again, don't forget to follow HJU if you haven't already on Twitter, on Facebook. Feel free to join our Discord. We are everywhere where we can be everywhere. That didn't make sense. I'm sorry. Just trying to get all the tags out there. But yes, feel free to follow us on all our socials. We're on the Facebooks, on the Twitter, on YouTube, of course. It's our main home for content creation, as you're seeing here today. Please like the video if you liked it. Share with your friends. Get more people. Help us get more people involved, and don't forget to also check out our the link trees for myself and Bueno, and for everybody else that's part of Team HJU here in the Content Creation Station. We really do appreciate your support. We hope you can continue to support us here into the future. Keep it locked here. In another hour, we'll be back for more HJU Live. We are your portal to the Henshin Dimension. See you soon. Peace.